Worried and angry parents are turning out in droves in Tehran and other cities across Iran, challenging that regime, demanding answers after a wave of suspected poison attacks on hundreds of schoolgirls across the country. Some parents are calling these targeted and deliberate attempts to keep their girls from getting an education. Let's go to our Nema Bagger, who's been covering this for us. She joins us from London. Nema, good morning. This is really a significant development over the weekend because these are parents enraged, demanding answers from the regime.
Absolutely, Poppy, and at huge personal risk. We've uncovered evidence that highlights the extent of the risks parents are taking. Take a look at this. Furious parents outside an education office in Tehran, challenging Iranian authorities desperate for answers. After what is believed to be the worst day of incidents of suspected poisonings at girls' schools. These videos were filmed on Saturday, which marks the start of the school week in Iran. For months now, Iranian schoolgirls and their families have been speaking out about incidents of suspected poisoning. The numbers of incidents reported to CNN in the dozens. Then, over the weekend, dozens more. CNN was able to verify these new incidents using video and witness testimony across 10 provinces. The US and others are calling for Iran's authorities to investigate these incidents. But speaking to CNN, medical sources say they have been barred by hospital administrators from sharing details of symptoms and test results, even with the patient's parents. We dubbed this doctor's voice for his safety.
I'm inside Iran. My phone is being monitored. I can't share any more with you.
Iran's interior minister, after months of vague statements, now says suspicious samples have been found and are being assessed at laboratories. Parents, though, say they don't trust authorities to investigate.
To hell with this country and its rulers. We would be better off without a leader. This is our country. They don't know what they're doing. They don't even have medicine.
All the incidents begin in a similar manner, as described to us by students. A noxious smell, and then
I felt dizzy and fainted. I had dimness of vision and heart palpitations. All of us had identical symptoms, palpitations. My hands and legs were numb and frozen. I was shaken. We had tears coming out of our eyes.
With no one so far held to account and parents no closer to answers, many continue to risk their lives to challenge Iran's authorities. The US State Department last week called for Iranian authorities to investigate these incidents, but as you see there, people inside Iran do not trust authorities, not only to investigate this, but with the lives of their children, Poppy.
And Emma, before you go, now here in the United States, the head of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Senator Menendez, is calling on the United Nations to investigate what CNN's investigation has uncovered are these secret torture centers across the country. Is that right?
Absolutely, and we've already been hearing from some of our sources this morning, and they really feel it's a huge vindication for the huge risks that they took in speaking to us. But just to kind of pull out a little bit, it also, to contextualize this for you, speaks to the ways that the US is now pushing much harder on an international stage, because the Senate Foreign Relations Committee is the US government's foreign policy lead. And this is a big push on their part to specifically say Iranian authorities need to be investigated internationally. It speaks to the US trying to take a harder line on what the Iran regime is doing to its own people, Poppy.
I think the real question is going to be how much access can the UN get and what sort of teeth
of course.
do they have? Nema, great reporting as always. Thank you.